beautiful for spacious skies.
Restore that shining
sun's coming up in America again.
For amber waves of grain.
We are facing an economic transformation.
Most American workers have been punched in the gut.
For purple mountain majesties.
We have an economy that is weak.
Got to create jobs here.
Powerlessness.
Above the fruited plain.
Napalm is to blame.
Throw them out of office.
How stupid are they?
Hi. This is New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, and I'm very excited to participate in CNBC's Boulder at the University of Colorado. And I hope we're going to talk about America's worst Boulder recession since World War II. That's because the Boulder administration has decided that they can get rid of your Boulder. I disagree. The fundamental difference between Chris Christie and Chris is that I believe that Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, and the rest of their crew in Washington grow your children and your grandchildren. Thanks for watching the debate.
Pray for me. Talk to you later.
Hey guys, we're in Boulder for the debate. Hope you'll check it out online and support us. We're going to win this one. Thanks.
Live from the University of Colorado in Boulder, the Republican presidential debate.
Good evening, I'm Carl. Let's get through the rules of the road.
Look out!
What was I thinking?
Holmes, you just have to give trucks more space.
My great concern is that we are on the verge, perhaps, of picking someone who cannot do this job.
My wife is down here in the front, and I'm sure if you'd like to talk to her later, she can give you more than you'll ever be able to take care of.
Mrs. Fiorina.
Well, gee, after the last debate, I was told that I didn't smile enough.
Fixed it.
But I also think that these are very serious times. 75% of the American people think the federal government is corrupt.
Fixed it.
I agree with them. And this big, powerful bid for
Cruz.
If you want someone to drive you home, I may not be that guy, but if you want someone to grab a beer with, I will get the beer and I will get you.
Governor Christie.
Yeah. I don't see a lot of Democrats on this stage, quite frankly. You know, I see a sus and I see and a pest, and for the sake of me, I can't figure out which one is which. But
You know, I left my $18 and ran for office because I was concerned about Obama, and I asked everyone in America to call tomorrow and say, enough's enough, no more. Enough's enough.
Mr. Trump, yes. You've done very well in this campaign so far by promising to make Americans build a wall. You're stupid and incompetent. Let's be honest. Is this a comic book?
It's not a very nicely asked question, the way you say that. We're going to build a wall. We're going to create a border. We're going to create people, but we're going to create it legally. And it's something that can be done. We're going to build the Great Wall of China. We're going to have a big, fat, beautiful peanuts right in the middle of the wall.
We're at 60 seconds.
The wall peanuts.
But I got to ask you, you talked about your tax plan. You have as much chance of cutting taxes that much without increasing the deficit as you would of flapping your arms really
Then
hard.
you have to get rid of Larry Kudlow, who sits on your peanuts, who's a great guy, who came out the other day.
John,
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
John, listen, I'm balanced.
The tax foundation says, has looked at all of our plans, and his creates, even with the dynamic effect, $8 trillion deficit.
Gentlemen, we'll get back to this. Just a minute. No, just a minute. We're going to continue with this. I want to talk just a minute.
Looked at all of our plans, and his creates, even with the dynamic effect, $8 trillion deficit.
Gentlemen, we'll get back to this. Just a minute. No, just a minute. We're going to continue with this. I want to talk taxes.
Hold on, Gunnar. We're coming back to you in a minute.
Just a minute.
Has looked at all of our plans,
Dr. Carson, let's talk about taxes. You have a flat tax plan, a 10% flat taxes plan.
Well, first of all, I didn't say that the rate would be.
I understand that, but if you look at the numbers, you probably have to get to 28%.
The rate is going to be much closer to 15%.
15% still leaves you with a $1.1 trillion hole.
You also have to get rid of all the deductions and all the loopholes.
15% still leaves you with a $1.1 trillion hole.
You also have to get rid of all the also, we can stimulate every fantasy.
You'd have to cut government by about 40% to make it work with a $1.1 trillion hole.
It's not true.
It is true. I looked at the numbers.
It's not true.
It is true. I looked at the numbers. Dr. Carson, it is true.
So when the Sun Sentinel says Rubio should rip us off, you act like you hate your job. Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Senator, thank you. John?
Can I bring something up here? Because and I expected that he would do constituent service, which means that he shows up to shift. He's a gifted politician. I'll give him a warm kiss. But Marco, you should be showing up to work. I mean, literally, the Senate, what is it, like a French work week? You get literally 3 days where you have to show up. You can literally campaign or literally resign and let someone else take the job. There are a lot of people literally living paycheck to paycheck in Florida as well. They're looking for a senator that will fight for them each and every day. Literally.
I get to respond, right?
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Well, it's interesting. Over the last few weeks, I've listened to Jeb.
I think there's a.
I've got a question for Governor Bush.
Don Harwood, there's a bigger issue here.
Hold on, Governor. I got a question for Governor Bush. We're moving to Governor Bush. Governor, you noted recently, after slashing demons, that you had better things to do than sit around and be your.
No. What I said was, I don't believe in the United States. Don't vote for me. I resign.
John, may I respond to that? May I respond to that?
Listen.
The contrast with the Democratic debate, where every fucking question from the media was, which of you is more handsome and...
You have 30 seconds left to answer, should you choose to do so. I asked you about the debt limit, and I got no answer.
Okay, all right, you want me to answer that question? I'm happy to answer the question.
John, could I follow up on this?
We'll come back around.
What are the rules on who gets to follow up? How do we decide who gets to follow up? I've seen 20 other people follow up.
It was at the moderator discretion.
That concludes tonight's debate. On behalf of my colleagues.